Taking a moment here to settle in to our space, returning home to the breath, to the body in whatever way feels right for you. And just letting go of the to-do list and the to-get list. Right away, just cultivating that sense of landing and coming home. Coming back home to the self. Letting go of the external stimulus, the expectations, the projections. Coming back, letting go. Good evening. Nice to see everyone. Thanks so much for coming tonight. How's everybody doing this week? Getting through February? We're almost there, right? Yeah. Well, one more day. It's my brother's birthday tomorrow, and he was born on a leap year. So, and my dad was convinced that he was going to be born on the 29th. And, but so, I can't remember, but he wasn't. He was born on the 28th. And yeah, it's kind of the end of the February always reminds me of that. But yeah, it's been a real winter. I don't know about for you, but it certainly felt that way for me. This kind of a lot of stuff going on. The stuff that I was just talking about, like the external stuff and some of the internal stuff just brewing about. This it's funny, like this season of darkness, which I started talking about in basically November, right? I started talking about it. And but we really, it's like, it's kind of, we eschew it for a while because we got the holidays and end of year, and we fill ourselves up with lots of distractions. But it kicks in at some point. And it kicks in usually in January, February. Now we're on the last part of it. Like, next week we'll have daylight savings next weekend, and then spring 2 weeks later. So we're coming out of it. But it's been the real deal for me. I've been processing a lot in the last couple months, and it's okay, it's good, but it's not. It's been hard, honestly. Hi, Andrew. And it's like that Rumi poem about the guest house, right? It's like I feel like it's clearing me out for some new delight. I don't have that memorized. I should, but it's a great poem about just welcoming whatever comes, whether we like it or not. And because it's basically part of who we are. And this is really, for me anyways, this time of year is where all this stuff tends to land. We're going to come into spring, the flowers, the tulips, and the crocuses will start coming out, and we just start to feel that revival coming. And but right now it's been like processing a whole bunch of things. And I just keep recognizing that this is okay. This sort of, this sense of just needing to be still, really, to kind of let the mud settle, let it, don't keep trying to stir it up, don't distract too much. I mean, do some nice things. I've done some nice things along the way, but also just allowing myself to be uncomfortable. Honestly, just be uncomfortable. It's not the worst thing in the world, and allow whatever kind of wisdom and truth is there for me, and also to process. Some of you know that my dad passed away recently, the end of last year, and I had a couple of other relatives pass away too. So I've had a lot of that's come up, and a few other things too. Just reconciling with, and so it's been both difficult and good. It's I'm not regretting it, lamenting it, not even complaining about it, just noticing it. Like, whoa, okay, this is the real deal here. And but grateful again for these times to come back home to the self. I was thinking, I had this sort of little revelation yesterday morning about what are we doing here, and what I mean by here, I mean like in practice. Like, why do we come to practice? Why do we come together to practice? And I've asked this question a few times of my students. Does anybody want to venture anything into that space? Why do we come here? Before I tell you my story.
Community.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
The sense of being together.
I totally agree. I mean, I have been really grateful for both coming to class and teaching class. It's just to reconnect to people in a real way. Because, I mean, we spend so much of our life now, I don't know about you all, but I'm in graduate school right now as well, just online. And I'm like, I had a discussion with my advisor, and I said, yeah, I'm getting really tired of discussion boards. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, there's just too many words. I think she was a little taken aback by that, being an academic, but my story has to do with my cat. So some of you know I have a cat. I have a black cat, and I've had him for like 8 years now, something pretty good time. He's and we have this I wouldn't say it's a routine but it happens pretty often. So it's frequent, like probably 2 or 3 times a week. This is our wake up routine, right? So he sleeps somewhere in my apartment, and then he kind of comes bounding in the morning. This does have a theme to it, so it's not just totally esoteric. He comes bounding in, and it kind of lands on me at like 5:30 in the morning, and he's like, "Can you feed me now?" And I'm like, "No." And so he goes, "Okay," and he just kind of cuddles in next to me, and he just stays here, and he doesn't like remind me again until I get up. And then he's immediately like, okay, it's time for food. And I'm like, okay. So I feed him, and then I take a shower. And then I have a little home studio space, and I go into the home studio space, and I do some yoga. And I do probably about 25 minutes of yoga. And he usually comes in after his food. If he doesn't want to go out, he just comes in and hangs out with me. And then I sit in meditation. I usually do that for about 20 or 30 minutes. And he usually comes and sits right on my lap. And I'm not petting him. I'm not trying to get him there. He just comes and sits. And then we meditate together. Like, he's there, I'm there. We're just in our space together. And I'm like, why does he do this? And why does he do it so consistently, And I realized my cat is an energetic being. He doesn't even really know his name, I don't think. Like, I call his name, he doesn't change, he doesn't do anything, right? So it's not like a dog who knows his name. It's just about energy for them. They're just responding to what's going on. And what he likes is when I meditate. He likes that energy. He wants to be close to that space. And in many ways, that is why I bring this up, is that is what we're doing here. We're creating the space in which is beyond words, in which we just feel good, right? We're creating this space. I've coined this phrase, deep okayness. Like, that's what we're looking for. We're looking here for this place of community, but also for ourselves, a place of deep okayness, a place where we can just feel okay. Not like, okay, I feel elated or good, and you can feel depressed, as I've felt this winter, and still feel okay. Like, this is okay. I feel a little bit depressed, but I'm okay, and so, and this is the superpower that we're actually cultivating here, because then we can go out into the world with those external vicissitudes that I alluded to at the beginning of class, all the projections and expectations, and we can and still know this place. That's, what awakened beings are, is that they're just in that place all the time, regardless of the input, the external shenanigans, but what we do here, unless anyone's fully enlightened here, you can put your hand up, but that's not me. But what we do here is it's like watering a plant. We're watering the plant of this place of awareness and okayness so that it starts to grow and carry with us as we go back out into our families and our jobs and the traffic on Fairfield Avenue. So, and that changes things. That's the thing. That does actually start to change not only our perception of the world, but others' people's perceptions. If we're walking through these vicissitudes in equanimity, relatively speaking, that helps other people as well. We're not getting caught up in the drama quite so much. It's not that we're not paying attention. We're not dismissive. Sometimes people think, oh, you're not hearing me. We're still hearing and processing, but we're not getting caught. We're not getting triggered quite as much, and we're able to be in that place mainly for ourselves, but also it shows others that this place is possible too. Like, I can be with challenging things or depressing things or sad things or frustrating things, and also be okay at the same time. I can be in that place of deep okayness. And so that's what I think we're doing here. And whatever else we get out of it, we get relaxation, we get stress relief, we can get physical healing as well, because this all comes from that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, but not that grounding, but that sort of regulating. That's what I mean. That's the psychological terms for it. Self-regulation. I knew my class would come back to me. and that's what we're kind of learning how to do here in some ways. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me and just recognizing that this is a place of being able to take care of ourselves, both in this moment here, but we're also learning things, and we're not necessarily learning them intellectually. That's what I like about it. We're learning it viscerally, so that it's just there for us. It's like a reservoir that we can start to expand out beyond just our time here in this space. So let's see where the journey takes us today. We're going to start with a little breathing, and then we'll lie down. So just feel yourself again landing here in this space. Feeling the sit bones into the ground. Crown up towards the sky. Begin to breathe deeply through your nose into your belly. Letting the belly rise away from the spine on the inhale breath. And letting the belly fall back down towards the spine on the exhale. Inhale, chest rises, belly rises. Exhale, chest falls. Belly falls. Soften. Allow. Release. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders back and down. crown up towards the sky. Inhale, chest rises, belly rises. And the energy coming down across the front side, down to the base of the spine. Exhale, release the energy up the spine and out through the crown. Inhale down the front side. Exhale up the back side. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And now we'll inhale again and hold the breath at the top. Nice and slow. Get to the top, hold and lengthen the spine. Pull the chin, gently engage root lock, pull in and up towards the crown, clearing Sushumna, that central energy channel. When you feel the need to release, slowly release the breath out. And just let the breath return to normal. And just come into stillness. Just softening, allowing, releasing, letting go, softening, allowing, releasing, letting go. Now we'll inhale in 4 sniffs through the nose, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, like you're filling a water bottle. So it's like this. And then hold at the top for a moment. And then exhale out through the mouth, like you're blowing out through a straw or through a hose in 2 strokes. On that second stroke, really feel yourself squeezing, like you're squeezing out a sponge, getting rid of any toxins. Inhale 4 strokes through the nose. Filling from the top, from the bottom to the top. Pull the shoulders back, lengthen, chin lock, root lock. Exhale out through the mouth. Hold and squeeze for a moment. Inhale through the nose, 4 strokes. Hold and lengthen, shoulders, chin back, crown up. Gently pull up. Exhale 2 strokes through the mouth. Hold it out. Go inward towards the navel. Inhale 4 strokes. Hold. Lengthen. Shoulders back. Chin back. Crown up. Exhale 2. Hold it out. Go inward towards the navel. Inhale 4. Hold, shoulders back, crown up, gently engage root lock. Exhale 2. Feel yourself really empty out that second stroke, empty the lungs completely. Inhale 4. Hold, lengthen, shoulders back, lengthen up through the crown, collarbones wide. Exhale 2. Hold it out. Go inward. Inhale 4. Hold, lengthen, shoulders, chin, up through the crown. Exhale 2. Hold it out. Go inward towards the navel. Inhale 4. Hold. Exhale 2. Hold. Inhale 4. Hold. Shoulders back, crown up. Exhale 2. 2 more rounds. Inhale 4. Exhale 2. Hold. 1 more. Inhale 4. Hold. Elongate. Chin lock, root lock. Exhale out slowly through the nose. And again, just let the shoulders relax, the face relax. Stay in the stillness if you can. Just notice the sensations in the body. Sensitivity starting to rise. Noticing the knees, the hips, the back, the shoulders, the back of the head, the forehead, crown of the head. And just notice sensation throughout the whole body. Tips of the toes, the crown of the head. The whole body in awareness. And slowly, when you're ready, begin to lie down. Make yourself comfortable. Cover yourself up. Recommend a blanket. A blanket is good not only to keep you warm, but it also helps to calm the nervous system. A little weight on the body. When you're ready, just close your eyes. And let your mind begin to calm. Visualize it like a lake becoming placid. Just about at this time of day, the surface of the lake starts to become reflective. And if you were sitting by the side of that lake, you would be able to see the sky on the surface of the lake. And the trees around the lake would begin to darken as the light falls below the horizon. The sky would begin to turn from blue to deep blue to purplish blue. Maybe a few stars would start to come out. And all of this would be reflected in the surface of the lake. Just imagine the lake itself as your mind. The weight of it just sitting upon the earth. With this reflective surface. There's no judgment. There's no needing the sky to be anything other than what it is. You're just reflecting the stars, the clouds, the sunlight as it begins to fade. And just letting yourself drop into that lake. That healing energy of the water. As though you are the lake. This flowing, absorbing energy that is both strong, capable, but still. Becoming still. Allowing the thoughts to just drift away like the clouds passing over in the sky. The tension letting go. The water making its own way, just letting gravity take you back home. Back home to the source. There's nothing you need to do. Giving yourself over to the energy of the lake, the water, relaxing into it, trusting and letting go. And take a deep inhale breath. And exhale with a sigh. And again, breathe in fully. And exhale with a deep sigh. And let go even more. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace emanating from your heart and waving over your entire body. Letting go. Letting go of any effort to make anything happen. Now, allow yourself to receive this ancient prayer, which captures the spirit and intention of our practice together. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Tam Gamaya. Lead me from the unreal to the real. Lead me from the darkness to the light. Lead me from the time-bound state of consciousness to the eternal state of being I am. Recognize your body has been a trusted vehicle, creating accomplishments and contributions to the best of its ability. Now is the time for your body and mind to deeply rest, letting go of any struggle or effort to make anything happen. As we enter into deeper and subtler levels of relaxation, I will guide you in the next phase as we enter into the bumblebee breath, sound and breath. Bring your thumbs to gently close your ears, just tight enough so that you can still hear me. Rest the remaining fingers on either side of your forehead. In a moment, we will take a deep breath in, and with closed lips, we will begin to hum the sound of a bumblebee. Change and experiment with the pitch of the buzzing sound to maximize the vibratory sensations felt in your throat and skull. Now we'll do several breaths of this. So now take a breath in and follow me. Inhaling. Keep going, a couple more breaths. Explore the vibrations. One more breath, inhaling. Now let your arms slowly come down by your sides. and become still. And bring your attention back to your body. Feel the impact of the vibrations extending throughout your whole body. Notice how your attention feeds the energy. Observe your energy field expanding and growing, extending everywhere, and filling every nerve and cell of your body. And now bring your attention to the eyebrow center and empty your mind into the energy. Let it melt and merge into the experience of the energy body, expanding beyond the boundaries, dropping into silence and stillness. Now we'll keep our attention into the body and release any trapped energy as we move deeper into relaxation. As you inhale, make fists and deliberately induce stiffness and tension throughout your shoulders, arms, and fists. Tighten, tighten, even more. And now let go. Completely release. On your next exhale, relax even more. Let go. Observe and feel the flood of energy in your arms and shoulders and neck. This time, as you inhale, deliberately induce stiffness and tension in your hips and legs and feet. Tighten, tighten, hold, hold, and now let go. Completely relax. Observe and feel the flood of energy in your legs and hips. This time, tighten and tense the entire body as you inhale. Arms, hands, shoulders, feet, legs, face, buttocks. Stick the tongue out, extend and tighten, tighten and hold, hold, and now let go. Completely relax. On your next exhale, let go even more. Observe and feel the flood of energy extending to all the muscles, nerves, and cells of your entire body. Allow your whole body to melt into the flood of energy. Your whole body going limp, like a rag doll. Relax and release. Release any holding anywhere. Maintaining this inner stillness. If you wish to make any adjustments to be comfortable, please feel free to do so. If anyone needs another blanket, you can put a hand up and I'll be happy to get you one. Throughout this period, remain relaxed, motionless, alert, conscious. Stay in touch with my guidance and allow any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you deeper within. Allow your mind to merge and melt into the energy body, going beyond the boundaries of body and mind, shifting from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing. Simply relax. Drop into a deep state of tranquility, stillness, and peace. Your consciousness in direct communion with your energy body. Now bring your attention back to your breath. And notice the rising and falling of your breath. Creating no struggle around your breathing. We'll use the breath to release any tensions. Slowly deepen your inhalations and exhalations. Your breath flowing in a steady, uniform, unbroken stream, like oil pouring from a lamp. Keep your attention totally connected to your breath as it flows in and out. Notice the expansion and contraction of your abdomen and chest as you breathe deeply in and out. With each exhalation, release all tension held in your body. Let go. Breathe out any holdings anywhere. Use the breath to progressively enter deeper levels of stillness and silence. We will continue with 8 more slow, deep breaths. Count them like this. 8. I am breathing in. 8. I am breathing out. 7. I am breathing in. 7. I am breathing out. And continue until asked to stop. Be absorbed in the sound of your own breath. Let yourself be more relaxed and peaceful with each breath. Now, bring your whole body into awareness. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingertips to the crown of your head. Feel the whole body in awareness, resting, releasing. The whole body lying on the floor, connecting into the ground. Heavy, weighted, following the breath deep into the body. Feeling connected to the earth. And now begin to release the physical boundaries of the body, allowing them to dissolve into sensation, drawing you into the subtle realm of the energy body. Sensing a cushion of vital energy surrounding and permeating the entire body. With each breath in, feel that cushion become stronger, more palpable, until the entire body is felt as a pulsing, tingling energy field. The whole body breathing in. The whole body breathing out. Experiencing the self as pure energy, tingling, pulsing in and around the body, letting go. Now, expand more into the more subtle and diffuse realm of the mental body, allowing all thoughts and images to move through awareness without judgment or comment. Thoughts coming and going. Just allowing them to simply dissolve back into the ocean of energy, the pure stillness. Clouds letting go into the sky. The mind once again becoming calm, resting in stillness. That clear crystal lake, open, empty, purified. Riding this released energy even further now to a finer, subtler dimension of perception, the wisdom body, the power of discrimination that allows you to make choices free of your conditioned past. You cannot change what has happened, but you can be free from the unconscious forces of the past. Feel the released energy as it moves from the lower centers and integrates at the heart. Rest back. Purified, integrated, a trusting state of being. I am one with my inner wisdom, beyond conditioning, beyond the past. Universal wisdom. And now going beyond this still into the bliss body, the most expansive, immaterial, potent. The bliss body captures the clearest reflection of the soul and can only be known experientially. Oneness has no opposite. You are one with everything. No separation. The more often you go to the bliss body, the more light of the soul permeates all the other bodies. Your entire being radiating the light of the soul. Any limiting tendencies are being released. Sense the light of the soul illuminating the wisdom body, restoring clarity. The mental body, creating balance. The energy body, healing. The physical body, regenerating. The whole being, luminous, radiant, emanating light. Sense all the sheaths of embodied existence arising from pure consciousness. Rest in this consciousness. The presence that you are. Now allow the vibrations of the gong to flow over you, and letting go of any latent blocks. establish yourself firmly in faith and trust to receive the grace, protection, and guidance of the higher self within you. Feel the presence of your own spiritual guides surrounding you, blessing you. Accept their blessings and grace. Embody it and spread it wherever you go. You have prepared the base from where you can carry out interactions with life and interpersonal relationships with the integrative power of love and the source within. You are the emissary of light and love. Carry this everywhere you go and to everyone you meet. Now, begin to become aware of the rising and falling of your breath. Feel yourself returning to the surface of awareness, sensing the body resting on the floor. The quality of the air touching your skin. Gradually begin to move as if waking from a restful sleep. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Bending your knees and pulling them closer to your chest. Rock sideways, gently. And turn onto your right side and curl into a fetal position. Feel the safety, comfort, and protection of the womb of existence. I am at peace with myself as I am. And slowly coming up into an easy seated pose. And closing the eyes. Coming back inward. Noticing the sensation of the breath passing by the tip of the nostrils. The coolness of the breath on the way in. The warmth of the breath on the way out. Noticing how relaxed the body is. Soft, rising and falling of the breath. Quietness of the mind. The gentle heartbeat. Being still. Being grateful. Know you can enter here again and again. Bringing your palms together at your heart center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, 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 namaste. Thank you all so very much for being here, co-creating this sacred space together this evening. Have a beautiful rest of your evening and rest of your weekend. And here comes March. Here we go. Take your time, and if you have any questions, I'll be around for a few minutes. So thank you again for being here.
Thank you.